Alright, good morning. Today we're going to go over with the study guide for Unit 4 test. And this Unit 4 test covers two topics, the rules of exponent and simplifying radicals. Okay, so let's go ahead now. First, x squared times 3x cubed y cubed. Again, there's a 3 here, which is a base or a coefficient. And there's a 1 here invisible, so we multiply 3 and 1, so that gives you a 3. X squared, x cubed. When you're multiplying x squared and x cubed, you add the exponent, that gives you x to the 5th power. And there's no other y, so just write y cubed. That's the answer. Next, here, there's no common to them. There's a 1 here, but there's a 3. 1 times 3 is 3. There's no other x cubed or x with the base of x, and there's no other y. You just copy them. It doesn't matter which comes first, but normally they do it in alphabetical order. Here, using the power here. Remember guys, common mistake of the student is that they have a 1, as the base of exponent of 2, and multiply 4 to the 1, multiply 4 to the 4, multiply 4 to the 3, that gives you 2 to the 4th, x to the 16th, you multiply 4 and 4, and then 4 times is y to the 12. And don't settle for this one here. What's 2 to the 4? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that will give you 16, x 16, y 12. And same thing with this one here, there's a 1 there, so 3 to the 3rd power, x 12, y 12. 3 to the 3rd is 27, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Now here, simplify, your answer should contain only positive exponent, okay? So again, when you're dividing a variable with exponent, or when you're dividing two things, you subtract the exponent, okay? Make sure you remember that keep your exponent to be positive. What's 2 over 4? 2 over 4 are not exponent, but there are coefficients. So 2 over 4, we know the simplify of that one is 1/2. U2, U1 here, you subtract 2 minus 1, that gives you U1. You keep it up because 2 is bigger than 1. 3 divided by 4, you just write 3 over 4. There's no other x's there, which is only one x in the bottom part in the denominator, so we'll leave it there. Y4 divided by y1, which you subtract 4 by 1, y to the 3rd power. Since 4 is bigger than 1, you keep it on top there. Here you multiply 2 times 4 because they're coefficient, that gives you 8. X, so there's invisible 1 there, so that gives you x squared. But what's left there is y negative 1. And every time you have a negative exponent, you change the position. Since here is in the numerator, it goes down. So y to the positive 1 now. 4 times 4 will give you 16. X squared, there's no other x. And y cubed, y4, you add the exponent, y to the 7th power. Here, don't forget that there's a 1 here. There's a multiple ways of answering this one here, but we'll stick to whatever we know. We know that we will distribute the negative 1, so that gives you 4 to the negative 1, x to the negative 4, y to the positive 1. And this 2 here will go down because both of them have negative exponent. The y1 will remain up on the numerator side, so 4 to the positive 1, or you can just leave it 4, and then x to the positive 4. It doesn't matter. Same thing with this one here. There's a 1 there, there's a 1 there. That gives you 4 to the 3rd power, x cubed, y to the 9th. 4 to the 3rd, 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64, x cubed, y to the 9th power. Now, here, you multiply the negative 1 and negative 3, that gives you v to the positive 3, and then you have your u to the negative 4. The u negative 4 has a negative exponent, so this has to go up, so that gives you v3, u positive 4 now. Again, every time you change the position, the exponent sign change too. And here, don't forget that you have to distribute again the 3 there. So you have now y, 2 to the 3rd power, x to the 12, and y to the 9th power. Okay? And 2 to the 3rd is going to be 8. x12 will remain x12. But this is 1 here, this is 9. Who's bigger, 1 or 9? 9. 9 is on the bottom, so write the answer in the bottom. What's 9 minus 1? 8. So what do you put on top? Because there's nothing more left there. Just put the 1 there. Alright, so in the next video, we're going to do simplifying radicals, okay? Kaboom!